Grace and peace. My name is Shamik Champion. Came to know about the Nyack program while I was serving time. I learned about it the unconventional way. I was in prison and I was, wanted to do something with the time that I had. So I signed up for the program. My first professor who I had direct contact with was Catherine Meeks. And she had us do a series of papers that we wrote. And when she discovered how gifted I was as a writer, she instilled that confidence in me and I excelled in it. And I believe that anybody who believes in Christ and want an education via that way, this is the way to go. I just hope for years to come that we still have these opportunities available to us because it's helped many men change their lives, particularly in the prison system. So imagine what it's doing out here in society. I'm a living example of it. I had many challenges in my life growing up. I grew up in a rough and tumble Brooklyn neighborhood, went through prison, came home and turned my life around. I had a passion of working in the homeless shelter system because I seen it as an opportunity to give back, and I excelled in it. When I first went in school, I didn't even realize that I'd be doing social work, but it's something that I wanted to do as an opportunity for me to give back, and I'm proud I made that choice.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Carter. I was convicted for murder, wrongly convicted for a murder charge, and sentenced to 25 to life. A friend of mine was enrolled in Nyack, and he was telling me that I should enroll. The one thing, my experience with Nyack College, almost all of the professors is beautiful people. Yes, I graduated with my associates with magna cum laude. Yeah, and I'm about to graduate now with my bachelor's degree. Yeah, but Nyack really converted, me as a person. I'm an innate entrepreneur. I have my own business. I'm about to start a youth organization for the teenage kids to keep them off the street and give them some activities and things to do. And I just been doing towing and deliveries and things like that. That's how I've been surviving.
My name is Ephraim, and I was incarcerated for 18 years. Nyack College program, I learned through friends, associates, some professors I met along the way, ILC, different programs, organizations that were catering and part of Nyack. That's how I learned about them. And I have an associate's degree with Nyack. I'm a hairstylist right now. I started my own business. I just sold the barbershop. So now I'm into another barbershop business. Nyack is one of the greatest opportunities I believe that we had, especially us while incarcerated. There's not too many colleges that were willing to come into a prison to teach, guys that are incarcerated and learning from their mistakes. Taking the time out, having professors to come in and, treat us like we were people was something amazing, It gave us the opportunity to kind of see that there was more out there for us as well. So I recommend Nyack College to everyone that needs to be somebody special, that wants to be somebody, Yeah, thank you.
First name's Paul, last name's Trombley. Was incarcerated for 5 years. When I was transferred to Fishkill, they had a lot of educational opportunities there. Yeah, so when I started the associates program, I have to say that Ashley Hamilton, which I took a few courses with, she really stood out. And I mentioned Professor Dorsey. She's the one that really pushed me through the program. I graduated honors from the program. Yeah, grade point average at the end was a 3.9. Not thinking I was ever able to do college, so this provided an opportunity for me for change and to prove to myself that I was actually capable of completing this whole academic journey, which I did, and I did with honors. It was I never would have thought that was possible in my life. Good, thank you.
My name's Steve Hutter. I was incarcerated for 8 years out of 10, my sentence. Well, while I was incarcerated, I did a few years up in the Maxes, and I got into being a facilitator. So in Clinton, they didn't have a college program. When I went to Auburn, they actually had the Cornell program, which I was very interested in. They shipped me to Fishkill, and I became a facilitator there, and I was able to get myself into the Nyack program. Well, I've always been an entrepreneur and self-employed since I was about 18 years old. One of the biggest things that going to college taught me at 50 years old was to put things better together on paper. So the college actually taught me to think a little different. Okay, structure things a little differently, look at them a little differently. So it was a very big improvement in the way I'm actually able to format things, make a business plan, as far as things like that. So, I mean, the Nyack program, as an individual formerly incarcerated, while incarcerated, it is a big push and a big help for keeping guys on track and giving them the tools to work with when they get out. At least the program gives guys an opportunity to help yourself grow, okay? Learn to look at things a little differently. See that, hey, there's a shot out there. They feel like they just got this new suit on that they're able to go out there. They've got new tools to go to work with.
Keith Martin, and I was just incarcerated for 7 years. Prior to that, I was incarcerated for 14 years. I was in Fishkill, and there's a bunch of guys in college. Fishkill's got a few colleges there, and somebody told me about Nyack. I went, I applied. Specifically, Professor Turpin and all of her human services, social work classes. She's an excellent professor, extremely empathetic, very helpful. I have an associate's degree. I've got an AA with concentration in psychology and social work, and I graduated with honors, magna cum laude, in 2022. We really don't have the opportunities that we used to have while we were incarcerated. And Nyack College is a throwback to a time when people would come to prison and they would leave better people than they came in. And that didn't happen for a very long time. And I believe that's exactly what's happening with the Nyack College program right now. The Nyack College has completely changed the trajectory of my life.